Hello, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my Flosstube channel. If you love beautiful needlework, you like to talk about it, you like to see examples of it, and most importantly, if you hope to be inspired to create your own beautiful projects, you're in the right place. I wanted to pop on today as promised and announce the winner of the Bell Snickle giveaway as a thank you for 4,000 subscribers and all the wonderful comments and support that I've gotten over the last couple years. I did a random comment picker on YouTube, and I will, sorry, I got my tray in my lap, I don't have my hand free. I will insert a picture of the winner here. And that was Sheila Wilson. Congratulations, Sheila. You've been commenting on my videos for quite some time and have always been such an encouragement and kind commenter to me. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy your Bell Snickle for years to come. It'll come a little late for this Christmas, but you'll have it for next, and it is made with love. So congratulations, Sheila. Thanks for watching and for commenting. I also have a pile of Christmas whips just to finish out the season. I have a ton of finishes that I wanted to do. Instead of a whip parade, I was going to do a finish parade, but I think I have a couple more in me. So I'm going to wait until probably after Christmas to show over 50 different projects, 32 cross stitch. So I wanted to wait, but I'll show you a quick sneak peek of the last ones that are coming in at the end of the year here. This Santa mug turned out so cute. I need to do 3 more leaves and it's done, and some ornaments. So just a couple little touches on it. I'm not going to do the side border that is charted in this freebie from Pinker and Pumpkin Quilts. I thought my fabric was a little bit busy anyway, so I didn't think it needed the whole border. I'm going to finish it in a vertical piece, and I should be able to show this next time at my finished parade, in a vertical piece with some fabric around it on a silver tray that sits by my gingerbread things and kind of my vintage Christmas window that I have in front of me with my elves. So that was a super fun stitch. Like I said, I have like maybe 2 more threads to put into it, but my time ran out, and I thought, well, I'll show you at the finished parade what that looks like. I also was inspired. Celeste, congratulations on finishing your Christmas garden. And Liz, yours is looking so good too. A lot of friends are stitching this. I chose to use what I had, which was a little bit of a darker fabric, and I think it almost looks like an old kind of brass. I finished my Christmas tree. I pulled out the colors I'm looking at. Instead of doing the gold, I was gonna use a white or a mocha, and I tried some yellows on there. I'm patterning my finish after, or my choices in color after Salma on Stone Street Stitchworks. She did her entire Christmas garden on a dark fabric and used white where you see the gold. So I was playing with some colors. I didn't like these yellows. They were too jarring, and this one didn't show up very well. And so I am just going to use 3866, which is a little bit toned down white. And that's going to be so pretty. I hope to work on the border some over the year and really concentrate on this next year. So there's Christmas garden. I also had hoped to finish Stacy Nash's house on this Hollyberry Farm Christmas, and I still am going to be working on it. I've put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stitches in this thing, and I still am only to almost halfway. So I've been putting solid stitches in there with my natural silk from Dinky Dye. It's just a pleasure. 1 strand covers almost, I think, like about 1.5. So this is a 36 count. It started out as limestone, but I overdyed it with walnut and lost any of the green that I had. So a little bit of a fail there, but I still like it. And I think I have 1 more leaf there. I still didn't work on the leaves or the letters. All I did was the house. I'm using Havana on the roof. The pattern calls for almost like a charcoaly color roof, walnut, and then the gold on the bottom, but mine's going to be a little bit more muted. That's what I had. I had some Havana from another project, and it's a good roof color. So I really like the way that's turning out. I hope to get that house finished. Still, I'll have some quiet hours, I hope, after Christmas and time until the new year, and I will put it away for another sampler. So that one is a lot of fun. I got a little more of the dove on my Barbara Anna Santa Dove and Key. Just a little bit more, but I'm still really happy with this project. And the houses, I finished those. There's this little beak, and I'm using the white silk on this one as well. It makes the snow really fluffy, and I love it on this Sea Lily linen by Witchelt. It is softening as I work with it. It's a little stiff, but I'm fine with it. Stitching in hand, I think it holds up pretty well. So here's Santa coming in there with his lap. But I wanted to get over to the house, and if I put the tree behind the tail, I can start the house. So I'll be working on that just a little bit more. All of this going away, of course, on January 1st. So I just wanted to check in and show y'all what I had gotten done. I started another little project thinking I might make it, and it's actually almost done. This is a piece that I don't have the cover for. I'll insert a picture of it here. It's called Santa Claus, and oh, that's really bright behind me. I don't usually film where I am right now. I just was looking for something Christmassy as a backdrop, so I'm not used to this light. Here is my little crab for my daughter. She loves sea life and animals in general, and so I wanted to have a pink, this is called Rose, a pink variegated floss, and then I'm going to do a red one for her brother. So those are tiny little stitches. I was working on that at the dentist when I had a cap fall out, which is a nightmare of mine come true. I have nightmares about my teeth falling out. And here I was eating some crackers and my tooth fell out of my hand. So had to go to the dentist yesterday and they popped it back in, thankfully. So sorry if that's TMI. That's just where I started that crab because I needed something really tiny to sit in the dentist waiting room. I could have taken this piece, but I started this after I was almost done with the mug, just as I just wanted to see how it looked. I found a piece of wood to put behind this that's really tiny from Hobby Lobby. And this is just maybe an hour stitching. And I finished a quarter of the pattern. So it's really quick and fun. And I've picked a few of my own colors, of course, with the my favorite bluey teal from hand dyed by Rolanda. That's 112. It's such a pretty variegated piece of thread. And then I'm using DMC Blanc, a variegated DMC that somebody gave me, and some steamed broccoli that I had from my winter ABCs, Little House ABCs. And Secondhand Rose is a really pretty pink. I used that on Lizzie Kate's Christmas Rules, so I had it in here. And just a couple more DMCs, a little bit more of my bright Aunt Ruth red and some brown. I was just picking a few little threads because I really don't think this piece will take very much. It's only an inch tall. So I hand dyed this Ada in some walnut crystals that I had dissolved in hot water, and then it was really crazy. It kind of looked like this on the back here. You can kind of see how it was way too mottled, so I kind of dunked it again in tan Rit and let it soak, and that kind of muted it out a little. I like it better. Almost looks like a doubloon or another picture of this plus. So just a cute little strip of Ada that I had, another mystery one. I think it's a 16. Not even sure where I got it, but that is a fun little piece that I needed for travel. I'll probably work on those Ada pieces when I'm in the car. And I had a couple of other Happy Mail pieces come in over the last bit. I actually had this one last time, Helen, and I forgot to share. Thank you so much for sending me some charms for 2021 and for your sweet note and comments and friendship. I really appreciate that. And then I also got a sweet card from Lynette and her girls. My husband saw this and said, "Why is Lori's family sending you a Christmas card?" My sister-in-law's maiden name is the same name as you, Lynette, so don't know if there's any relation if you were related to a doctor. I was saying that my friend Lynette from Homesteading on the Homefront has the same last name as my sister-in-law, and I said the last name, so I didn't want to say that. I'll edit that out, Lynette. But thank you to you and the girls for such a sweet card. And the last bit I wanted to show you, I have a project starting on January 1st. My basket is falling over. Hang on just a second. And I was really excited to get started with my group of friends that stitched together. This is by Cozy Egg Michelle, a beautiful sampler that she reproduced for our guild, the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild. I didn't say that last time. I had a few guild members comment below, so hello if you're in the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild. I am a newer member, so I don't really speak up a lot in meetings, but I have enjoyed it very much. And this is the fabric that I picked up. This is a pretty good representation of the color. I tried to go a little darker because the threads that I just got all put together yesterday or the day before have a really light kind of cream in them. I think it's $7.39. So I didn't want it to disappear. And the Weeks Cocoa, I think, would be somewhat similar to this, but in person I think it's even a little bit darker. It's very rosy. I don't know if there's a way to show it against white where you can kind of tell that balance there. I like it though, and it's 38 count. I got a few comments that I would really like the Legacy Linen, so thank you for that. And it was a really good price. It's an odd cut, it's like 18 by 25, so it's super long. I'll have plenty. And it was from 123 Stitch. So the color is Filbert. If you want to try it out, I really am excited to try it. I also got a piece of fabric to make a project bag with. And it's funny how well the fabric coordinated. You can't see the French General fabric very well on 123 Stitch, but these colors go so nicely together, even better than they're showing. But that'll be a little project bag for this 1st of July treat. I'm so grateful to Michelle for that. I also picked up my first Gloriana silk. The original owner of the sampler had done a conversion to a couple of different silks, and the Gloriana Granny Smith green sounded intriguing to me. I always like to have a variegated green. The rest is all DMC. But lots of greens and just a little bit of reds and blues. So very fun. That will be my January 1st start. I thank you for spending time with me today and looking at some of my Christmas stitching and supporting my channel over the last year, being a good friend and encourager. And I hope that you have a Merry Christmas with your family or with whoever you are with if you're not able to visit with family. I hope that you remember the reason for the season and have hope because he came. Thank you again for a great year, and I hope to be back with you either right before the new year or right after. Merry Christmas.